why not? We saved, I think. Actually, I don't care about any of these people, do I?
My dear friend, you couldn't possibly offer me enough money to offset the embarrassment that this has caused. I'm afraid you'll just have to reveal your source.
It was me.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head.
You'd have someone killed to pin the crime on us. Oh, you're a wretched excuse for a human being, Bayou.
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Can't do anything to him. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we probably gotta get out of here before the cops are onto us. Well, how the hell do I get downstairs?
You good? Things for you.
Want to see how short my temper is? Keep talking.
Now is the time to enhance your life.
I got them. What do you call them? Pawns? Yeah.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club.
It's great listening to random NPCs talk about their corns as you walk around.
I really need to stop hanging out in Abside. Hey there.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless.
Ah, he doesn't scare me.
You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly.
Nope.
Must be nice to be so naive.
Nope. Just capable of defending myself. I think we're done here.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind.
Cute.
The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
You knew the risk.
I've been fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask, but the hell with it. I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
She's right, you know. Without her help, you never would have found your way
fuck
into
off,
Generdyne.
Sarah. Little Miss Paladin. Alright.
I appreciate
I am
that.
playing a good
I
guy
really
this time
do.
around, sort of.
Having each other's back is what makes the fleet stronger, you know? How much are you willing to part with?
Does this really matter at all? Here's a couple thousand credits.
Well, it's a bit less than I was hoping for, but thanks all the same. At least you gave a crap enough to cut me in at all.
That was a bit less than I was expecting as well. But at least you've gained something
She
for your
disliked it? Fuck
All right,
off, Sarah.
Guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet.
How come
If
Sarah
anyone
didn't
tries to tell
cough
you
up
otherwise,
credits?
You send him to talk to me. Put in a good word to Delgado for me, will ya?
Ooh, artwork. Ooh. I'm not starving for credits right now.
Haven't seen a leech in a while.
Let's just get out of here, man.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Interested in?
Oh, why is she hanging out here waiting for me?
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
What's going down? Someone overcook a potato in the microwave?
Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
You're a real comedian, you know that?
No kitty.
Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Stop trying to lick at your thing. I don't want to have to put your bodysuit back on.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests. Never considered trying.
What is going on that's such an emergency?
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Right here.
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten
Yeah,
word
she keeps
that
trying
UC
to. She just
System
woke
is
up and was
massing
trying to lick
somewhere
at her
nearby for an attack on the key.
area.
While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's
We're not sure what's
legacy
bothering
home.
her because all the stitchings are healed. All the internal stitchings should be gone by now because they literally her body expelled them unless there's any but we don't think there's any residuals left inside. It may just be the internal scar tissue that's, still bothering her. But I mean, because she did have a double abdominal perforation, so the two spikes of the, not that big, the top of the chain link fence where she fell, those two links went up and in at a Y angle. One of them perforated the abdominal wall. The other one just went through all the muscles and everything else, but it put a thumbnail size hole in her stomach. Not the abdominal wall, but in the stomach and all through the fat and tissue. And then, it's just poor cat. Something's still bothering her. She keeps trying to lick at it. And we took her bodysuit off this morning. It's been really funny. I didn't take any video this morning, but she was so happy to have everything off. I took the bodysuit off last night and only had the harness on for the walking harness. And she was mostly quiet, but this morning I took the harness off too and just let her run around for like 4 or 5 hours. and she has been chasing her tail, and she went ape shit here. I had to kick her out into the rest of the house because she kept jumping up. Like, she literally did this thing where I was sitting here working, and I had this chair behind me. So she jumped on this chair, jumped from here to the bed, jumped from the bed to the desk, ran across my keyboard, jumped on the chair over here, and then jumped behind all the laptops and televisions and everything, and like wouldn't stop. So I had to put her out in the room. But she's still just, anytime she's not playing or distracted or sleeping, she's trying to lick at it still. And it's like, I told Chris, if she's still licking at it tonight, we're gonna have to put the bodysuit back on, because I don't want her to accidentally do something down there and damage it, because it's been 2 months of us not getting any sleep, keeping an eye on her and being hyper vigilant, because we have to take her to the bathroom, we have to take her to go pee, we have to take her to go poop, we have to take the bodysuit off every time she goes to the bathroom. It's been ridiculously it's been a really just not a fun 2 months.
Do it on your own time.
Alright, how do you know Sistef is massing for an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast.
I never did find out
They
who
were
the
so
source at
concerned
Mast
that
was
the
my
threat was
first
real,
time through, and I'm
they
not sure if
actually
you
jumped the
can.
information out to us right away.
Alright, prep my ship immediately.
Just slow down and listen before you jump the gun and ruin everything. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Keys databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the CommSpike module installed as well.
While we're at it, perhaps we should fetch your groceries for you, Well?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the Legacy, and bring us the cash.
What if there's nothing there when I get to Bannock 4?
You better pray that isn't the case, because that means we are done. As in, no more Crimson Fleet.
Where do I build the ship module?
Everything you'll need for ship repair and construction is down in Jass's section of the key. If you have any questions about the modules, she'll have all the answers.
Sounds simple enough.
Nothing around here is simple.
Dell's right.
She is an adorable
you have
cat.
To follow
Yes,
these steps
Akazar,
carefully, or don't bother coming back.
I would
After
love
you
to
board
just
the
like
Legacy,
let her
be
go
on
free
the
again, but
lookout for two
she is
transfer
now
modules.
100% an
They're
inside kitty
special
after all of
keys
the
that allow
problems she's
access to
had.
the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault
Question is
control
just getting her
center,
past the
hook up the data core I'm going to give
lick
you,
at my
and download
wound area all the
everything
time.
they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
Copy that. What if I use the United Colonies native option? Shinny says the only one the UC has the resources to crack that code.
Which is exactly why you need to get there first, and we can't let it fall into their hands. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving.
Copy that. Install both the CommSpike module.
Get moving before it's too late.
Any ship service tech.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so it should be an easy install. Sounds like fun. Let's see what I've got.
So is this an upgrade? I don't remember how to do this. And I don't remember where we need to put it either. Or is it? Oh, is it in the shipbuilder maybe? All right, structural weapons, cargo. Repairs. Aha! Equipment. Yeah, yeah. I vaguely remember this from the first time. No, hang on. Come back here. I didn't mean to do that. How do I bring it up a level? Oh, right there. Oh gosh darn, I keep clicking the wrong thing. You know, I don't think I like where that's at. Can I just put it here? There we go. Scan jammer. Interesting. Alright. Accept. Alright, time to go back to UC Vigilance. And report to
As
my...
long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any.
Report to my bosses. Saying, hey boss, I did the thing, yeah? I installed the mods.
While
I tricked the
we're
bad
here,
guys.
perhaps we should remain silent about my background with the United Colonies.
No shit, Sarah.
Yeah?
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Naiva? One of these days, I'd love to take care of her personally.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain. No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
I agree, Barrett. Never gets old.
Docking complete. We're good to go.
Yes?
No.
Do what Commander Ikande says.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
There you are. Where have you been?
Work it, buddy.
I received the reports about that stunt you pulled inside of Genadine. Opening fire inside a civilian facility. Are you out of your mind?
Generdyne is furious at us right now. They want Commander Ikande to resign.
What am I supposed to do when I've run out of options?
You search for more options. And when those fail, you search for even more. Anything that prevents you from drawing that weapon.
QQ.
The only reason you should be opening fire on anyone is in the defense of your own life.
They were shooting at me, you dumbass. Of course I was defending myself.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how you see SysDev operates. I don't care if we're one step away from Crix's legacy. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Top throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here.
No, we're not in agreement
So let's
here.
get back to the operation at hand.
You go
It's
bitching
time
on all
to
you
put all
want.
the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
They're in quite a panic over there.
Good. The more confusion and panic we cause, the more damage we can potentially inflict. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Gal Bank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crick system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDef won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
Perhaps the UC should have thought of these potential consequences before incarcerating those people on Suvorov.
Perhaps. But instead of spending time debating our predecessors' mistakes, we should be working towards a rapid solution.
Alright, I got you covered.
I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing.
Oh, suddenly you've forgotten about me shooting up all the
I
civilians.
guess this is
Although I
it.
technically didn't shoot any
Do whatever
civilians. I
prep
shot a
you need to
robot,
do aboard the Vigilance.
and then
Head
Sarah
out to Bannock 4.
defended herself.
When you return here with Crix's legacy,
It is what it is.
We'll begin the attack. Good luck.
Alright, back to the ship.
All my hopes go with you. Good luck.
Hopes and dreams, hopes and prayers, best wishes and prayers. Dude, I wish I could tell him how effective those will be. Mr. Delusional over there. I got some treasure with you.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Alright, I have got to hit the head. I'll be right back.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Animal crackers for the win, man. That's a Christina thing. I'll rob some of her cookies, man. Yeah, she can't drink coffee without some sort of sweets. She went and got animal crackers this morning.
Tiny tin can of fragile humans has
Our
survived
conduction
being
grid
hurled into
holds.
space
Otherwise,
once
that
more.
EM radiation will overload every circuit on this ship. Oh, keeping my fingers crossed.
Go! There was an asteroid there, guys.
EM levels are off the charts, but the conduction grid's holding.
Well, I've got all power to the engines right now and all power to the shields. Here we go.
Over there. It's the Legacy, and she's completely intact. And what's that? Is that another ship docked with it? Strange.
Oh, that's a good question, Belinar. Can you go to Bannock 4 before this quest?
2,
And can you
1,
survive? Ooh, prime rib.
done.
Man, I can't tell you the last time I had prime rib, to be honest with you. Chris and I were talking about this the other day. Because of where we live, you can't get, they don't do thick cuts of meat here. Unless you specifically, like, you'd have to go to your butcher and say,
We're not the first people to set foot on the Legacy
I want
since it was
this
trapped.
cut. And you have to specify, and a lot of them aren't going to know the cuts you want because where we live, it's a small town, and, you know, they just cut the cuts of meat that everybody eats here, which is like thin strips for like fajitas and tacos and stuff, and a lot of ground beef. So I haven't had, it's been 2.5 years. I've not had like a T-bone or a ribeye or any of that for like 2.5 years. I have had, you know, lots of sirloin and stuff, and I've gotten some fillets, and you can tell them what you want, and to some degree they'll get you what you need. But like telling them you want a T-bone, they're not going to cut the T-bone for you because they don't cut T-bone for anybody. So they're not doing it that way to process the cow. So it's a little frustrating.